What's going on YouTube? StealingLikes here, and you guys have caught me once again handing the cookie jar out here trying to snatch me some likes.
Tonight, bringing you guys a probably late match. I've had a really busy day. Everything got thrown off as soon as I found out the video didn't post this morning. Now, for tonight, bringing the randomizer doubled up as I get the numbers 27, 32, 18, 28, 6, and 10, which translates into Crobat, Drapion, Mandibuzz, Rotom, Starmie, and Swampert. Now, I'm going to hit the challenge button. This is a very weird team for me, if I have to bring Swampert, it's going to be awkward being forced to rely on the Quick Claw. As I'm sure all of you realize, I pack Quick Claw and Swampert quite a bit. As I go up against someone from Japan. Now, they brought Volcarona, Klefki, Kingdra, Metagross, Manectric, and Togekiss. No questions as to where the Mega would lie in this one. Now, seeing Manectric and seeing my 3 electric weaknesses in this one, which I didn't realize until now, I have to bring Swampert. I feel like Swampert's a pretty good call. Metagross might show its face. I feel like Rotom's not a bad call there. Drapion wouldn't be a bad call there either, as Steel no longer resists Dark. Not that I ever played while it did, really, but I feel like I need something for Klefki, which would be Rotom. Volcarona is going to be a problem. Kingdra's going to be a problem. So I feel like Drapion, Rotom, Swampert would be my best bet, because I don't pack the Foul Play on Mandibuzz, or else I could do some things. No, I couldn't do any things there. Drapion, Rotom, Swampert, that really is my best team. Even though there are a lot of special attackers, I would love to be able to bring Starmie, but a late game Starmie against something like Manectric or Klefki is not going to go well. Alright, so the question is, what do they open with? I feel like if I were them, I'd open Volcarona. I'm going to open Rotom, just to be on the safe side. Kind of wish I had packed leftovers on it instead of the Citrus Berry that I normally bring. And I ran clock really long on that one. Now, my opponent is going to look to do all of the terrible things to me as we get ready to go into tomorrow, a really big day, as I'm pretty certain that the competition opens up tomorrow. I have no idea what type of competition it is, but if I do get in, I will be bringing you guys videos. So Rotom, Volcarona, right off the bat. Now, I'm going to do something. I don't know. A Volt Switch seems like my best option, but I don't think I brought a secondary wall. So, I could go into Swampert. Swampert probably is a pretty safe play. Pretty safe. Not really. It's going to go for the Bug type if it attacks. It could go for the Quiver Dance. I would go for the Quiver Dance. And if it wants to go for the Quiver Dance, yeah, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. It probably is going for the Quiver Dance. Yep, there's the Quiver Dance. Getting special defense up and making itself a little bit bulkier and able to do a little bit more on the hits. In addition, Volcarona is not slow. So I really am left to handle things with the Quick Claw if I can. Now, I don't know what other things Volcarona wants to pack, but I'm sure it's packing a Bug Stab. I'm sure it's packing a Fire Stab. Clearly going for the Bug Stab here. Now, a Waterfall feels like the best bet, so that's what I'm going to do. Just go for the straight stab Waterfall. It goes for the Bug Buzz. So, not a ton going on here for Volcarona, even though that is going to be absolutely terrible to deal with. Now, the Waterfall is going to kill. Alright, so Volcarona out of there. Now, I'm left to deal with something here that I don't want to see, I'm sure. I'm not certain exactly what, but taking the early advantage as they bring in Metagross. Now, Metagross is not the worst thing on the planet to see. Not the worst thing at all. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. If my Quick Claw goes off, it'll matter. It didn't go off. Well, the Bullet Punch made it not matter at all anyway. So, that was a crit. Wow. Wow, I really thought that would do more damage. Alright, so I crit as well, and I'm sure that the crit had at least a little to do with the kill, as I know for a fact that Metagross is bulky. Now, I mean, at least bulky enough to take, like, one Earthquake, I'm sure. Manectric, not what I want to see here. So I'm going for the Earthquake. He's obviously going to Mega Evolve. I would love... okay. So, my opponent just got swept by my Swampert. And I feel like it's probably due to them being like me, just a newer player. So, I go 3-0 for no real reason. I'm kind of shocked by that one, but I'll be back in about 5 seconds with battle number 2, so you guys sit tight. Already hit the challenge button, so we're going to get into battle 2, as I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked that I took down that win so easily. It's not necessarily that I got the win, because I did take early game advantage, but more so that my opponent handed me the win with Manectric, and I'm shocked by it. Now, this opponent brought along Mamoswine, Gastrodon, I think, Magnezone, Druddigon, Infernape, and, this is that bounce thing, Sigilyph. Now, all interesting choices, however, I'm bringing Rotom. There's only one Pokemon on that team, maybe the Druddigon, so maybe two, that pack is super effective for the Rotom. So, maybe two. Now, I mean, Druddigon could do more than Rough Skin. It could Mold Break. I don't know. If it Mold Breaks, I'll know as soon as it hits battle. I'm going to open with Rotom. I'm going to bring... Is that Scarf Mamoswine? That could be Scarf Mamoswine. I don't have a single thing for Scarf Mamoswine. I'm going to bring Drapion due to the fact that it's power. Even though... That's Infernape. That Infernape is real. That Infernape's a problem. I could bring Swampert again. I could bring Swampert. I could bring Starmie. Starmie packs a Dazzling Gleam for that Druddigon. I don't know if Druddigon wants to come. I don't know if it wants to play. But I feel like Starmie it is. I don't really want to bring Swampert again because I'm terrified of it. Now, my opponent probably going to open with the Infernape, actually, now that I think about it. Especially since, if I remember correctly, the common set packs a... What's that thing called? The first turn flinching move, hits at priority. I can't recall what it is. But, Fake Out. Fake Out. That's the move I'm thinking of. I think that this Infernape is probably going to pack a Fake Out for me. So he's probably going to Fake Out and run... Oh, no, that is a Mamoswine. That Mamoswine is real. Okay, so right off the bat going for a Will-O-Wisp. Now, this thing, probably Thick Fat, if I had to guess. So I'm not really going to want to burn it. Or not burn it. I'm not going to want to use the fiery things on it. Unless it's not Thick Fat, and then it's a switch. Maybe. I mean, Ground Ice, it doesn't resist the fire. So without the Thick Fat, not going to enjoy. Does withdraw. So whether or not it resists the fire, well, not resist, but whether or not it has a Thick Fat. Going into Gastrodon. Now, Gastrodon doesn't care about the burn. We all know that. The question for me is this thing faster? I mean, it's pretty much going to be faster unless he's not speed invested. My Rotom's not speed invested at all. Now, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. I think I can live like a Scald. Probably what's coming in. Oh! Hits Water Ground. So, Rotom takes that hit due to my... stupidity. I just pulled exactly what my opponent did on Swampert last round. Last round, that is exactly what just happened. Now, it's Water Ground. Did I even bring anything for that? Because I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Because I thought that Rotom would at least be able to hit it. But it can't. It can't do that at all. So, knowing he's going for the Scald, I'm just going to switch out into Starmie. I mean, he almost has to know I'm switching here, but does he know I brought Starmie? Because that would be the super effective that he needs to hit. Goes for the Scald, so no. Doesn't know I brought Starmie. Now, that is going to do absolutely no damage. It does get the burn. Unfortunately for him, Starmie not really caring about burns. And we're both burned in this piece, so not really a strong concern. Now, I'm going to wait to put up the light screen. I'm going to go for the Psychic just to start dishing out some damage, because I haven't hit this thing at all. Oh, wow. That's no damage whatsoever. The Sludge Bomb. Why the Sludge Bomb? Because I don't resist. Because I don't resist. That's exactly why. So now I'm going to put up the light screen. I'm probably not going to see another turn with Starmie, but I am going to put up that light screen. I am going to get some momentum out of this Starmie death. At least some momentum. And I feel like I'm going to go into Drapion, set up a Swords Dance. Oh, I get one more turn out of Starmie. So, the Psychic, clearly not a good call, as for some odd reason it's dealing no damage. This thing has to be just specially bulky, so I might as well go for the Psychic, because the Dazzling Gleam is not going to pack a single thing for my opponent. Now, moderately concerned about my opponent's third Pokemon. It takes a special D-drop, not that it matters. We both lose a Pokemon here. So, turn burns out, Starmie and Gastrodon go down. What to go into? I feel like Gastrodon was the only threat Rotom should have to worry about, especially, I mean, it's going to be behind the light screen. And Rotom behind the light screen, special attackers aren't doing damage. So we go into Mamoswine and Rotom. Now obviously Mamoswine probably wouldn't enjoy an overheat, but I don't want to burn out Rotom just yet. So I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I mean, no fire types. Why not? No, he goes for the Rock Slide. Rock Slides galore. Now, I mean, this thing doesn't have to be choiced at all. And he's probably not too terribly happy about that. I mean, Mamoswine, majority of the time a physical attacker. I'm sure it can do some kind of special attacking things, but I'm not certain. So I'm going to go for the Hex. And no longer keeping Mamoswine around. Might be choiced. Now I'm concerned about the choice. So the Hex gonna do nothing to Magnezone. I mean, it's 50 power non-stab. Actually, that does a lot more than I thought it would. So, I'm going to go straight into the Overheat. I'm not going to burn it, deal with that problem. I'm just going straight away for the damage. As Magnezone terrifies me, I know I outspeed it. I don't outspeed it. Huh. Well, now there's a problem. So now Rotom, poisoned, going to get the Overheat off. He avoids. So, oh, this is bad. This is all bad. Now, going for yet another Overheat. I don't know if this thing packs anything that I'm going to not want to deal with. Flash Cannon, I resist. Okay. And I'm behind the light screen. That's going to do nothing for damage. Now, the Overheat, going to pack in a real punch. And, oh, that's a dead Magnezone. Yes. That is what I needed to see. So, my opponent's Magnezone down. They're down to Mamoswine. Unfortunately for me, Rotom has taken the brunt of the damage here. I am going to go for an Overheat. I'm going to see exactly what kind of damage I can get off with it after the special attack drop, because the special attack drop hurts. I'm going to throw that out there, even though you guys already know. The Rock Slide's going to hit. It's going to hurt my feelings. It's going to hurt my feelings by a lot. However, the Overheat, completely a thing right now. Even with the Thick Fat, I'm sure it's going to deal some damage. Oh, that is clearly not a Thick Fat Pokemon. I don't think Thick Fat Mamoswine would have taken that like that at all. So, Mamoswine and, oh, who's my last Pokemon? Whoever it is. Drapion. Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. Wait, did Rotom outspeed? If Rotom outsped, then Drapion definitely outspeeds. I'm going to go straight in for the knockoff. Just looking for a kill here. Nothing fancy. He forfeited. Okay, so, I mean, I don't know that there was anything my opponent could do there. So I do understand the forfeit in that one. However, I hate bringing them. I might do something special for tomorrow just because of the forfeit. But unfortunately, really bound for time tonight, so I'm not going to do a third one. I'm not going to force you guys to sit through it. Now, make sure in the comment section below, drop some comments about Pokemon you want to see me bring for the subscriber survival lock. And make sure to drop that like, because you guys know I'm out here snatching them every single day. Now, without further ado, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a nice night, and I will see you guys tomorrow with 2 more brand new videos.